Alright, so I took a break and I also did a little bit of farming before starting to record this video. And apparently I can only get these Cantha goose and also the gloves and also the leggings, but for the shoes and for the mask I need to have this one right here, the pincer, and it's not just normal pincer, it's a vegetable mantis pincer, and that's can only be obtained from the mobs in this area right here. Now I could have just killed the mobs, zone back to the marketplace, and then start going back and forth and keep on doing it until I have enough resources. But the thing is that if I have the access to this region right over here, because I had a look at the Wikipedia for the location farming, and they suggest that I need to unlock this outpost just below this area right here. Once I have the access to that, I can always just zone inside into the bazaar map and kill the mantis right here, and then go back zone back to the zone and keep on repeating, so I don't have to kill the mantis groups in here and then zone back way to the marketplace, and then it would take a lot of time to travel from this place to not to that place, and it's not desirable. And because of that, the Wikipedia suggests that I should unlock the zone and then from here and just go to here. That's much easier. So I think that I will leave my mask and I will leave my shoes until I unlock that zone. But before I'm doing the mission and proceed with the stories, I will try to finish this quest right here. The reason for that is because this Wang, he has the skill that I need to for my assassin. It's called the elite skill, and it's called slashing guard, something like that. And what it does is that it will increase my block chance to 75%, and because it will increase my block chance to 75% and also reflect the damage that I receive from the mobs back to its sources. And so because of that, I think that it will push up my survival a little bit more if I have that elite skill. So I'm just gonna use this signal capture, and I will try to find the guy Wayne or Wei or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, so we'll stick with Wayne for now. And yeah, we'll try to find that guy, and use the signal capture on that too, and try to get the elite skill. Come on, you know the drill. Pump out the bloody searing flame. Just keep on searing flame. Nice. Yes, things are not looking good for my assassin at the moment. Even though I already have the gear for just to increase a little bit more survival, but it doesn't seem to be increase my chance of survival at all. So if I wanted to make my assassin to be a little bit more useful in PvE, I need to have a lot more skills and a lot more protections, which is not doable at the moment because I have limited resources, and my monk doesn't seem, they don't have a lot of resources as well. So I'll try to get the elite skill for the assassins, then I will swap to my ritualist because my ritualist is not too far off in this zone either. I try to play a little bit of the ritualist after when I first make it. I try a little bit of the ritualist, but I'm not too fond of it, so I might go back and have another go with the ritualist. If the ritualist seems to be working well in this zone, then I'll stick with the ritualist. Otherwise, I might have to just use my assassin to just capture the spell of the necromancer and for the assassin, and I'll just leave it at that. And instead I will use my dervish to come back to this zone and finish it off, because I'm pretty sure that I already done the introduction improve server. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I already finished the introduction quests already, so I think like the devils can carry on with this kind of quest line, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I'll try to do that. And also, if necessary, then I will try to use my elementalist as well, because my elementalist, I did skip a lot of storyline for the faction, so I think that my elemental is currently somewhere between this zone. I can't remember, but my elementalist is somewhere within the zone. I think that I finished off quite a fair bit of the storyline for my elementalist, so I don't think I will be using her, because for the sake of the recording, I haven't recorded my gameplay for this mission and the remaining mission. So I'll just use my elementalist, and also her secondary skill is a mesmer. I will use that character to capture some of the other skill that is essential for my heroes, and then I'll just leave it at that. And I'll do the same with this assassin as well. And maybe for the ritualist, if that one doesn't work out, if that one doesn't work out, then I might have to just use my dervish for everything. But yeah, if I use my dervish for everything, it's gonna cost me a lot of money for keep changing the secondary skill and all the stuff, and on the gear item and the signal capture, because the signal capture cost me about 1 platinum right now to acquire on my dervish, because I didn't realize that the cost will accumulated at first. So I bought some of the useless skill and it's accumulating up, instead of having just my dervish instead of having just for the signal capture, so I can capture all the necessary skill. So that was a mistake that I make, and so because of that, I have to spend a little bit more time to make up for that. And that's why I make the assassin and all the class in the first place, to share the cost of having too many, too expensive to get the skill, considering 1 platinum is a lot of money. And I also need to buy the prestige armor, which is required for the horns of a human achievement, so I also need that. So right, after this I will have another go with my ritualist and see what I can come up with for my ritualist. If my ritualist proved to be a better character, I mean like for a better PVE character, then I will stick with my ritualist for my campaign, for my faction campaign, and I will just continue whatever I left off with this assassin, and I will just leave the assassin somewhere, somewhere in the map, either farming or rush dungeon or something, or just a mean for me to get the elite skill for the assassin, and that's it. I don't think I'll be able to use the assassin after this. I mean, after what I have been through, dying a lot, she was good at the beginning. I mean, like she's also died. I mean, like yeah, she dies quite a bit at the beginning too, but it wasn't too bad until this point when I keep on dying and dying and dying, and I don't know if I am able to survive the missions later on. So I think it would be better for me to just have another go with the ritualist, and if the ritualist proved to be a better class for PvE, then I will stick with that for the remaining campaign, faction campaign missions, and see how we go from there. I'm just gonna do a quick test with this elite skill. If it's improve my chance of survival, then I might have another go with the missions. But if it proven to be still the same, doesn't add into my chance of survival, then I would just, like I said before, try it out with the ritualist and see how it goes from there. This might not be a good example because like she's stealing magic AoE spell, and magic AoE spell, as you already know, that it can bypass the blocking. Alright, regardless, I still need to have some other protection skill for my assassin anyway. So alright, I'll have another go with the ritualist and see what I can do for that class, and see if it's better than my assassin. If it's better than my assassin in regard to the PvE, I'll take that and finish the remaining quest. Otherwise, devilish it is, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'll be right back.